My congratulations to all the award winners. And now it is my pleasure and honor to introduce to you the student body president for 2010-2011, Graham Henderson.
Thank you, Mr. Sheehy. I feel privileged to be standing here addressing you today, and I would like to thank everyone who voted for me. I will work hard to make sure that your trust in me is justified. I would also like to acknowledge Maggie and Vinny, and I look forward to working with both of you next year along with the rest of the student government. Our sixth formers, the class of 2010, know the bonds of friendship they have formed here are strong ones. Even though they will go their separate ways, those friendships will endure, and they will never forget their times at Cbury and the support and encouragement they have received from their teachers and friends. As they go on to college, they leave knowing that success will require hard work and commitment. The sixth form class is like a space shuttle sitting on its launch pad. They are all fueled up and ready for liftoff. All the preparations are complete. They have been given all the training and knowledge that Cbury can offer so that they can feel confident that they are prepared for their journey. There will be no failure to launch. Our sixth formers have made many contributions to Cbury during their free time. Peer counseling, big brothers, big sisters, sacristans, proctors, the list goes on and on. Many have been our team captains and have led us to victory over our opponents, especially gunnery. Their school pride and spirit will be passed on to the next sixth form class, and Cbury will continue to be a place where friendships grow and teachers cram as much as they can into our heads. Would you all please join me in giving a big round of applause to the sixth form. Next year is filled with the promise of new friends, experiences, and challenges. As president of the student body, I will be open to all of your ideas and suggestions. During the debate, many interesting possibilities were raised, and I, along with the student government, will look at all of them. I'm looking forward to making next year a memorable one for students, teachers, and staff. I hope you all have a safe, fun summer, and I will see you in the fall. Thank you.
Now it's my pleasure to introduce the outgoing student body president, Emma DiGiacomo. Emma.
Hello. Dear Mr. Sheehy, Father Sebastian, faculty, staff, fellow students, and most of all, the class of 2010. I want to thank you for giving me the honor to represent you as school president for the year of 2009 and 2010. Thank you also for the incredible 4 years in which I have spent here and for all of you who have influenced my life thus far. I have actually been dreading writing this speech because I thought it would be impossible to sum up my 4 years here and address all the people that needed to be addressed in, well, a matter of minutes. But as I sat down to write this speech in my room, staring into the black hole of laundry piled up, a perfect idea popped into my head. In that pile consisted of all different colors of clothing, all different styles, all different sizes. Yet I realized that as I stare at this pile, 3 bold colors stood out to me above everything: Columbia, navy, and white. This pile of clothing containing shirts such as the Berkshire Day shirt, the infamous God's on Our Side shirt, the Seniors Act shirt, the Saints sweatpants, the sweatshirts, and all of the free cross-country shirts, they made me realize that the saying, "we bleed blue," is really no joke. Our lives revolve around these colors. Being over-analytical, as Mr. Dannenberger's class has taught me, I began to think about what it truly means to be a saint and represent our school by wearing these 3 colors, and often the crest. The most obvious place I bet you all are thinking is our athletic uniforms. By being a saint and wearing these colored uniforms, I think we represent hard work, dedication, having fun, sportsmanship, and overall, legit winners. I think of our athletic teams who had either very incredible records or even very lousy records. But I know that no matter what the stats show, when each individual put on that uniform, they represent what it means to be a Canterbury Saint. I looked into this laundry pile and suddenly realized that when we wear these colors, with the emblem of our school crest imprinted onto most of our apparel, I know that we have been influenced and changed by the values in which Canterbury community has bestowed upon us over the years. I think of Navy as representing force, power, and strength because of how bold it looks and tough. I look at the 3 of our 5 values and realize that respect, honesty, and self-reliance are represented in Navy. As a community, we are taught to respect, to be honest with not only our elders and our classmates, but ourselves. We constantly experience the pressures and the rigor of being a teenager and a high school student, but we persistently have the power and the strength to encompass the values of respect and honesty. With all of this said, sixth formers know, and all of you will learn, that the boldness of Navy stands out the most as we learn to achieve the 3rd value, becoming self-reliant. The changes that we have endured over the years to gain respect, honesty, and self-reliance have come from our constant efforts of being powerful and strong. We are the color Navy. The other 2 values, compassion and spirituality, I feel represent the color Columbia because it appears to be composed and peaceful, just like the environment that the Canterbury community personifies. We experience the value of compassion at Canterbury by being a small, tight-knit community. The relationships we share with our teachers and fellow classmates are rare to have for many high school students our age. The community who we live with and are surrounded by every day help us grow as people, not only in the classroom, but throughout our experiences. As a Roman Catholic school, we show the value of spirituality by attending church as a whole, and by having an incredible theology department which advocates for believing in yourself and your classmates. The peaceful and composed community our headmaster, dean of students, and faculty have created brings students to exemplify the value of compassion and the belief in spirituality. We are the color Columbia. Looking at these colors of powerful Navy and distinct Columbia, as bold as they are, they wouldn't be anything without white. White represents the open canvas we have awaiting us. White is the bond between Columbia and Navy. For the class of 2010, we will proudly bring with us the values respect, honesty, self-reliance, compassion, and spirituality as we embark on our future endeavors. The white represents the amazing opportunity for the masterpiece that we will create. We are ready, palette and paintbrush in hand, to paint a new picture, while many colors will evolve in our palette already will lay Columbia and Navy. Affixed on many of our personal belongings we have collected over the years, as I have seen through my laundry, there's a crest that we use to represent Canterbury. Many of you know this by heart from seeing it so often. Many of you can even draw it as if stenciled. Yet have you ever really taken the time to understand what it stands for? I know the last time I actually learned about it, and many of you diehards may remember, was 3rd form year at the history lecture, our first week here. So interestingly enough, as I stared at the clothing in my laundry pile, I started to ask myself, what does this crest that I affiliate so much with Canterbury actually mean? The answer I found out did not stun me. The crest represents what every Canterbury student will graduate to become. The figure to the left, the lamb holding the cross, represents the Christ our Savior and peace. The figure on the right, the lion holding a crosier, represents the Lord as a shepherd and leadership. As we all often see and wear, this crest symbolizes that you are part of the Canterbury community. Now you shall not just pass it by, but instead look at it and reflect on the fact that you are blessed to be a part of a community that represents such power and pride. Sixth formers, as you graduate, look at the crest and be proud to know that you come from a new family which has installed in you the power of leadership and peace. So as you look into your suitcases with the apparel that's all packed and ready to go home, and the colors and the emblem that hung on your walls, think about who you are and why you represent those colors and crest. For sixth formers, while those different colors, shapes, and sizes of clothing within the pile of laundry may represent the new people you will meet next year, remember, you are the same bold colors that stood out in my laundry pile. Remember, you are a Canterbury Saint. You represent our crest, and you will always have Columbia and Navy as a part of your personal canvas. Thank you again, Canterbury, and good luck to the class of 2010.